Hi everybody, welcome back to Kat's Tiny Kitchen. I'm so glad you guys got to be here today. You get to see my beautiful face for radio, and we're going to do a 2-camera day, and we're going to do some really fun stuff today. Today we're going to be making jalapeno jelly. Later on I'm going to be making some Serrano cayenne jelly, but I'm not going to show you that because you use the same ratio of peppers for that recipe that you do this one. So I wanted to show you some of the good stuff that came out of our garden that's going to go into this today. So I'm starting out with a bell pepper, and they turned out beautiful this year. I can't tell you how happy I am with them. And then I also have out of the garden, we got a jalapeno pepper there. That's a regular jalapeno, and this is a purple jalapeno. You see the difference in size? Don't let it fool you. Those purple jalapenos are really spicy. And then last but not least, this didn't come out of my garden. Mike and Monique, farmer friends of ours, gave these to me to try. These are orange lunchbox peppers, and they are a sweet pepper used in the kids' lunches for a snack during lunch. Just wash them off, take the stem off, and they can just crunch on them while they're eating their lunch. So underneath this, I'm going to show you here up here. What I'm going to do with these peppers that I'm not going to show you is I'm going to put them in my food processor. And it's very important when you get these peppers ready for the jam that you get as much of the liquid out of them as possible. So what I use for that, this is called a flour sack, and it's actually a really nice towel that I use instead of cheesecloth. Most cheesecloth you have to throw it away after one use. I love these because they can be reused, washed and reused over and over again. So that's the highlights of today. If you want to hang around for a little bit, let me get all this stuff prepped and ready to go, and we'll give you the amounts and the ingredients and get it started. Back. It was a little time consuming, but we're all ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the ingredients as we go along. It's just a lot easier that way. So I'm going to add 2½ cups of vinegar. This is white distilled vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, but I don't like the taste of that. And then we've got a ½ cup of lemon juice. We've got 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. We have 4 cups of jalapeno peppers. Let me get in here and get a spatula and get all that goodness out of the bowl. Then we're going to add in here and we've got 3 cups of bell peppers. And like I said before, these were, it's very important that you actually get the liquid out of these. It helps the mixture gel better when you add your pectin. And then the biggie, hopefully I can pick this up, I have 10 cups of sugar. Lots of sugar. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn it on a high heat, and I want to get it to a boil. So I'll be stirring this quite a bit as we go along. It's going to take a while, but you'll be surprised. This looks like a lot of dry stuff, but it will actually melt and turn into something really cool. So I will see you in a minute or two. So I just wanted to jump in here and show you guys. I got it to boil. Now that I've got it to boil, I'm going to reduce the heat just a little bit, and I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes. And then after it's done cooking, I'm going to throw in the pectin. Couple of tips. we don't remove all of the seeds from our jalapenos. When you're doing the green bell peppers, you take all of the seeds out before you fine dice them. Jalapenos, we don't take the seeds out. However, if you want to tone it down a little bit, you can remove like half the seeds and membranes from the jalapenos. So I just wanted to jump in there. It's boiling, so now I'm going to turn it down just a skosh and I'm going to let it go for about 10 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, so we're back. It's been about 10 minutes. I've been stirring this constantly because you don't want to walk away while you're cooking sugar on the stove. It'll burn up and it'll burn your house down. So I've got the peppers good and cooked. It's a good boil, and now I'm just going to add the pectin. Said to slowly add it, and this stuff looks so thick. I followed the YouTube University recipe, so I don't know how this is going to work out. But I'm going to add it a little bit at a time, try and get it stirred in there. And pray to God it works. It did the last time, so. And I had to research because I've never used pectin before. And according to YouTube University and Google Interweb, it is 1 tablespoon of water and 1 teaspoon of pectin. If you're using the dry pectin, you can buy that. It's Certopectin. It is actually already pre-made. I used it the first time and I didn't like it. It didn't really thicken to me. So once I get this all in here, I'm going to let it boil for about a minute and then I'm going to remove it from the heat. And then I'm going to let it sit overnight. You want it to sit for 24 to 48 hours to make sure the jelly is going to work or the pectin's going to work. I'm going to stir this for a little bit, make sure the pectin gets all incorporated in it, and then I will see you tomorrow. Hello everybody, we're back. It's the next day and my jam is set up good enough for me to start canning. You're going to see it's a little thin looking when I put it in the jars. However, it does continue setting up after it's canned, so I'm not too worried about this today. So what I'm going to do is start filling my jars. I have my handy dandy little jar funnel. I'm going to give this a stir. Pour the jam into the jar, and I'm going to give it about 1 inch of head space. That's good enough. And I will do this I've got 9 jars out now to get started. Oop, I almost screwed up. Trying really hard to mess up, you guys. So we're going to do this. And I have a towel down because this stuff is really, really sticky. And I'm going to keep stirring it as I go too. And rather than have you hang around for all of this, I'm going to take a break and we'll come back when I get ready to wipe the jars and put the lids and rings on. Okay, we got all of our jars clean, the top's clean on the jars. So now I'm going to put the lids and rings on. And I have this handy dandy tool that my dear friend Donna got me one here for Christmas, and this is great. So I'm going to get my lids out, put it on the jar, get my ring, put the ring on it. You want to hand tighten. You don't want it too tight, but you want it tight enough. And that's all I'm going to do here. Just going to keep putting the lids and rings on. I'll get a couple here going. And I'm going to disappear on you because I'm going to put these in my pressure canner right now. And in my pressure canner, I think I can get, I know I can get 8 jelly jars for sure. I'm going to try and push it to 9. Let's speed this up a little bit. And we'll see in a minute. I ended up being able to get 9 jelly jars in here, so I thought I'd show you how I do it on mine, and hopefully this isn't too blurry for you. So I've got it already set. See if I can't get you in and focus you in. There we go. You can't see it, but I have it set at boiling water bath. So now I'm going to hit this little arrow to the right button, and that shows me 5 minutes, and that's what I'm going to can this at. It's already cooked. I just basically need to get the lids hot, get the jars hot so that it'll seal it. So we're done with that. So now we're going to push the next, and this tells you insert jars. This part of the process is for when you want to sterilize the jars. I don't do that, and I have it on warm now, so it's going to be on warm and getting ready to heat up. So I'm going to put my lid on. Sorry. And it is on install remove. So we got it on install remove, and I'm going to turn this so that it hits lock. And then once I get it to lock, I'm going to put this little handy dandy thing down and lock that in. I want to make sure that it's on venting, which it's on venting, and then all we got to do is wait for it to run through its cycle, and that's it. And I'll see you when we get done. We're back. That process with the electric canner takes about 20 to 30 minutes. And my first round is done, so I want to get them out of the canner for you and show you what we got so far. And there you go, folks. That's the first round of 9. And as I told you earlier, I did 2 different batches. I got 16 jars of the jalapeno, and I got 14 jars of the cayenne serrano. So I'm going to be a little busy for a while. I do want to say thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you can try this yourself. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe, or even make a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me something. This is all new to me. I've never made jam before, so don't hesitate to let me know what you know. And I would like to just say thank you all, and God bless and keep you safe. Thank you so much.